Don't y'all like my pretty book? My mom gave it to me for my 16th birthday. It has all my poetry in it. Yay! Okay, that was silly. Alright, here we go. The next one is called Light, and I wrote it in '08. My friend Darlena Anthony really likes this poem. He's mentioned it a couple times every time he talks to me, so let's hope y'all like it too. Looking at the light through the split in space, the wind chimes blow, and my heart-mind flutters with it. Sometimes the small things are too small, which includes their pleasure. What of them is great then? I can contemplate the answer. Suppose if the smallest piece is repeated into the inspiration of creation. God is an omniscient, all-being, all-knowing, all at once. But there still is a greatness in what is small that he has been inspired to create because it pleased him. And the infinite different repetitions are very simple glory. Only that blue exists in our sky. There will be no other blue like the one we all share. So doth that color lemon, a burning brotherhood of comforting light when it wants to be. Chiming a song for mother, let her know color lives in the wind. Reach deep from within and let the soul smile out. Thank you. Okay, this one's a little bit more difficult and it's kind of long, so tuck yourselves in and just get comfortable. Don't let the bud bugs bite. This one I also wrote kind of with my sister, but she wasn't like there writing it with me. I kind of was just thinking about her while I was writing it, so this one is called A Road Home. What makes men's hearts reach the point of a chaotic return, a point from which they have lived at the unraveled ends of natural rage that produces the effect of hopeless govern? The anarchist who breeds the destruction, isolation, and despair of the world, serving justice. That is interesting. Even he at this moment serves at the least himself as always. Finally he is brought into grace, and another man bears his weight for the life lived in erred thoughts, unknowing the steady acts of love. Yet there is to serve and to protect. That sounds like a plan of action Jesus might take. The salt and pepper effect of the way the bodies move into clarity, unreality, chaos, hope, everything or anything, and all at once nothing. Justice is blind. How can you serve what is not seen? Like God. Obey without question. Serve beyond your abilities to reason. Fruit bears witness, and now you know peace. Is justice truly blind then? Or can we not see, simply not see how beyond the end of our nose, as it is meant to be exercised beyond the end of our nose? And if we can see from our eyes to our nose, why in the hell is justice so blind in the attempt of marriage with peace? Don't we agree that justice brings peace? Oh, I see. Justice is somehow also human, meaning revenge is justification of deeds or affected thought. This will not yield peace, but then make peace. That is different too. Moments that is existed that makes us live. Hope is being in a place where all things finally rest. Humanity is the system. Despite the great minds that had divine inspiration on the construction of the agreement, it will always be fallible, until such said time that the world crumbles at the ultimate giver of all. Well, still, that is a completely similar and altogether different subject. It becomes the point that every person struggles with these natural laws, laws of being human, laws of living in our worlds, but ultimately laws that have power to affect change, good and bad, together. Often it seems clear to me that we don't know the outline of these laws and are simply ignorant of their existence. Confucius said, "Change is the only constant." That explains to me that we have much power of choice. What is our responsibility then? It could be to care for our brothers. It could be to serve our mothers. It could be that we wear the weight of balancing light and dark. But what if it was more than the first dimensional thought? It becomes a responsibility to be aware of all choices. That is not to say that infinite possibility or cause and effect, but simply knowing to choose. Being stagnant is not in our capable grasp of mind. Always the reality of any choice is self-evident, and even if we are choosing not to choose. Now again, what could make a man's heart reach the point of a chaotic return, from which the unraveled ends of his constructed existence fell apart and led him only to one conclusion? Go past the hate of the flesh into the borders of nations, lacking experience yet growing prejudice and always judging against the constant. Come to this rage of raw, passionate beauty and have a personal intimacy with death. Strip down to bare knuckles and fight for belief in anything. Choose to act. Decide later whether it is good and bad. Now continue with life and travel the only road you have, yours. Do it going back and simultaneously grow old. There is how blind justice is served, married to peace. Thank you. I really hope you guys like these. There will be more. Ta-ta!